Hi guys, hope you're all okay. So we're going to do confirmations from yesterday's reading and see what it's saying. Okay, so yes, okay, right, so we have got the Ace of Pentacles, and I'll put like a copy of this up on the video so you can see, like, you know, what the cards are basically, because you can't see the table right now. So we've got the Two of Cups and we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So the Two of Cups connection is having or receiving a prosperous new beginning. Okay, that's good news. Right, so we've got the Ace of Cups. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So someone's coming in a long-term offer with a heart's desire. So that sounds interesting. So we've got the Hermit in reverse. And then we've got the Two of Cups again. So someone that's in a Two of Cups connection came out of hermit mode. I'll add in if there's another meaning to it, but when I put the card down I said that they came out of hermit mode, so they must be part of the Two of Cups connection. So it's the Lovers that we speak about in this story. Okay, so someone's not happy about someone being on their divine path. They're not happy about it. They're dissatisfied with that, someone being on their divine path. Again, I don't understand what that has, unless they're a karmic. There have to be a karmic. They're a karmic and they don't want someone on their divine path because they want them to be a karmic like them, probably. Have you seen what those types are? I mean, not every karmic's a bad karmic, but the ones we've been dealing with, no one wants to be a witch or a warlock, mate. Do you know what I mean? So they can get that right out of their head. Be dissatisfied, and it's the Four of Cups again. So someone's dissatisfied with a painful ending. So an ending, they're dissatisfied with it. There's nothing they can do about it. An ending is an ending. Do you know what I mean? Nothing they can do about that. Something came to an end because it wasn't supposed to last. So we've got the Five of Swords and we've got the Justice card. So someone caused conflict, but from it someone received their justice. So someone received their justice after conflict. And that's all the spells and everything they've been throwing and all the drama that they've been causing. So we've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. And that was because of someone being frustrated and having delays. So let's go here. So someone was like that, felt trapped, powerless and limited when it came to, you know, detours, not detours, or I said detours, okay, delays. They were feeling frustrated and feeling trapped, powerless. So this is how they wanted someone to be, because they're the ones that caused the delays and wanted to make someone feel frustrated. So that's how they are now, though. See, because now someone is not like that. This is justice that happened in these cards. Someone felt like that, that had happened, but then after this card it was the Justice card. So they received justice for the delays and for the frustration that they went through, and that was how they felt. But this is how they are now. That's how they are now. They're in the 8, 9 and 10 of Swords, do you know? So we've got the Empress, and it's confirmed by the Seven of Pentacles. So the Empress is looking at her long-term progress, evaluating maybe the work that she's put into stuff, having a look. So we've got the Nine of Swords. I'm being led to go here. And we've got the Strength card. So someone used all their strength and courage, and it put someone in the Nine of Swords. Obviously someone's going to fight back, you know. We've got a lot of standing their ground, you know, to get the Ten of Pentacles, you know, to, I think something to do with their solid foundation. So someone using their inner strength and courage put someone in a Nine of Swords. They just want people just to like give up, or, you know, have my life, it's fine, it's okay, I don't need it. No, actually, I'm still living and breathing. I don't need my life, thank you very much. Do you know what I mean? After they sacrifice theirs, they want to come and take yours. What the flip? Insane people, mate. So we've got the Six of Pentacles, okay, and it's confirmed by the Seven of Pentacles again. So someone might be evaluating their long-term progress when it comes to a give and take, or after a give and take, because someone, you know, cut something off, didn't they? So I'm not sure if this is the new give and take or the last give and take, but when we just had the Empress and she was doing that. So the Empress is having a look at their long-term progress, evaluating. And again, it could be to do with a connection that she's given and taken with, or one that she let go of. I don't think she'll change her mind though, because, you know, she went through a lot, and, you know, only her life started to begin after the painful ending. So maybe after coming out, we did see the Six of Swords in the, you know, previous readings. So they moved away after having a difficult time. So every time that we move away from somewhere or a situation that was difficult, we always look and see, you know, how far we've come, basically, what we went through, and, you know, what our next steps are, or just where we're going from here. Everyone's got to do self-reflection, you know, it's important. So we've got the Five of Cups. Where do you want me to go? Five of God. Okay, so someone is sad, trapped, and feeling limited and powerless. And this came out in the reading before, not last reading, but the reading before, and we just saw it. That's how the Empress was feeling at one point, but now that's what they are. 8, 9, and 10 of Swords, and they're sad about it, but they were the ones that wanted it first. Do you know what I mean? What you give out is what you get back, right? But they can't handle it when it comes back, but they're so quick to send it, do you know? So we've got the Six of Wands, which is victory and success, and it's confirmed by the Nine of Cups. So someone's happy about their victory and success, which is good, they should be. Then we've got the Page of Cups, and it's confirmed by a heartbreak. So an emotional offer has made someone heartbroken. I don't get it, how they got themselves in a situation that a love offer has made them heartbroken. So, like, if you're with someone, you're with them, right? And no one left anyone. We, you know, apart from the give and take, that was wrongfully taken, because the Empress didn't know that someone was giving and taking with her. She didn't know nothing about it from the readings that we've done. So I don't understand how someone can take for someone secretly, deceitfully, and then have the cheek, when that person realizes, stops something and moves on, to have a heartbreak. They're not entitled to have an emotion. Do you get it? They're not entitled to have an emotion. Right, so we've got the Ace of Cups. I'm being led to go there. Okay, there's Seven of Thingies again, and that's the truth. So after mental clarity, someone is evaluating, looking at their long-term progress, and that's the Empress. We've got the King of Pentacles. I'm being led to go here, and we've got the Death card. So someone tried to end a King of Pentacles, or try to end a business. But that Death card, I just don't like when I see it anymore, guys. I mean, I didn't like it in the first place because of how it kept on coming up. We had the Empress in reverse that came up as the Death card also, you know, and she came up as the King of Cups. I had a dream last night, and I was getting married. I was in a wedding dress. I was getting married, and I didn't even see who I was getting married to, but it was like, you know, we know that churches have cemeteries in there as well, but I saw a couple of graves, and like, you know, like not long ago, before I'd done this reading, I was thinking to myself, surely they weren't trying to get me married to death. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I keep on seeing this card, like, that's a horror, obviously, God forbid, but these spell people, you know, they've got their thing, they're not right in their head, so they would come up with an idea like that. It would never work because I'm a child of God, so, you know, but yeah, so they try to put an end to a business or a person that's a King of Pentacles. Try to end, but you know, you can't try and end God's children. You know what I mean? That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. I also heard actually in a reading today about death magic getting sent to one of the soulmates. We rebuke that. We rebuke it. It will never come to pass, and that backfire is going to be big. Trust me. So we've got the Three of Wands. Oh gosh, we keep on seeing this Seven of Pentacles. So someone's evaluating their long-term progress and looking ahead, planning ahead. So sorry, that King of Pentacles and that Death card really just annoyed me. I'll pray against it, but again, you know, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. So we've got the Seven of Cups, and it's confirmed again, look, by the Death card. So anyway, confusions came to an end, and if this stood for any options, they came to an end. But we did see there was mental clarity when it came to options, so, and someone picked someone. So we've got the Eight of Wands. So someone quickly went towards their Ace of Pentacles, which is a prosperous new beginning. And we saw the Two of Cups that went or received their prosperous new beginning. So guys, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do another reading. I'm gonna do another reading. Because that just annoyed me. I was thinking of doing one anyway after doing the confirmations, but I'm definitely gonna do one now. Hi guys. So my thing was full. So yes, the video stopped. My story's playing up. So Father God in heaven, I don't know why I just shuffled, but anyway, Father God in heaven, what else do we need to know? So we've got the Five of Cups, we've got the Knight of Wands, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like here, right? I feel like, remember when we said, I said in the reading that both could be true, right? I feel like this is what this is. I feel like someone's sad, a Knight of Wands, and a Page of Pentacles. There are two offers, right? And the Empress shut down one of them, and the one that they shut down brought about a heartbreak and a tower, and it made them dissatisfied as the Empress moved away with the Six of Swords after having a difficult time. So we saw that come out in readings before. Right, so we've got a card here, guys. The Ace of Pentacles. So as the Empress moved away after a difficult time with the Six of Swords, and she went and had a give and take with someone in a Nine of Pentacles energy, and it became overwhelming for the other person because she closed out a cycle, and she teamed up with a she teamed up with a past life connection with the Six of Cups. So the Empress closed out a cycle, teamed up with a past life connection, and it put someone in the Eight of Swords, okay? Feeling limited, trapped, and powerless. And she balanced, or became balanced, or they became balanced with the Nine of Pentacles energy, or with the give and take that they do. And it brought an Ace of Pentacles, a prosperous new beginning. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, it said the Two of Cups received a prosperous new beginning, right, in the confirmations. So that's where we are, right? Now, my thing is that the Empress didn't know about this person that's heartbroken, okay? So they were stealing the energy of the Empress without her knowing. I feel like they're only heartbroken because they're unable to steal from her anymore. And that's the King of Wands. Do you remember when I said both can be true? So that King of Wands may be that Knight of Wands that came in boldly and passionately. And the Knight of Pentacles is the offer with the Ace of Pentacles. That's what I'm feeling. The long-term offer with the Knight of Pentacles is the Ace of Pentacles that the Empress is now connected to. That's what I feel, guys. So this is some more information about past readings. It's not repetitive, but it's just giving us more of the story. Father God in heaven, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know, Father God in heaven? Right, so then we've got the Eight of Wands. So someone went at rapid speed. Father God in heaven, what else does collective need to know? What else does collective need to know, Father God in heaven? What else does collective need to know? Yeah, so I had a load of things to delete, so it's letting me record again, which is good. Father God in heaven, what else does collective need to know? Justice Collective need to know if I've got anything. Now this could be more than one person even trying to siphon the Empress's energy. But when it comes to an offer, I feel like this is the King of Wands. Father God in heaven. Now there were two King of Wands, but it could be that one was in a King of Wands energy and the other one is actually a fire sign. That could be another thing as well. Father God. So these two knights basically could both be a King of Wands. And then we've got the Justice card. So straight away, justice was given. Justice came at rapid speed. Because that's what I'm saying. This person was unaware. So this person's doing spells and whatnot to stay in this Empress's energy. Then we've got the Knight of Cups. Oh, we've got a few. We've got the Knight of Cups. And then we've got the King of Wands. The Knight of Cups is facing the King of Wands. So it almost looks like an offer's going towards the King of Wands. An emotional offer. So this is the other King of Wands then. So remember I said to you, I feel like these two knights are both King of Wands. One is in it King of Wands energy, confident and into leadership. And the other one is actually a fire sign. I feel like the fire sign is the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands. And I feel like the person that's embodying the King of Wands energy is the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like someone's sad. Two offers came in, a Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Someone received a heartbreak and a tower, a shock, and they were dissatisfied of the feedback that they got or the news they received. After someone moved away, after having a difficult time, because they weren't a match, okay? They were giving and taking with someone. One, they were unaware of, and two, they probably don't even talk to that person, and yet they're connected to them, do you know? They weren't a match. So guys, before my phone plays up again, they weren't a match, and it looks like an emotional offer is getting presented to the King of Wands. Now, I don't know why the King of Wands is not approaching the Empress, but, and he's probably an Emperor, came out in the readings before, and he just wears different crowns, because we had the King of Pentacles in here also. But my thing is that I don't understand why they're facing. It's almost like the emotional offer is getting presented to the King of Wands, when I don't understand why it's not the other way around. I don't get that, but we'll have to see. I don't know. I don't know why that's happening like that, because it's very rare that, you know, an Empress or, you know, a lady presents an offer to a guy, right? Is that not weird? Like, I don't know. I'm quite stuck on that one, okay? I'm quite stuck on it, because I feel like, not saying that guys shouldn't get offers, I'm not saying that, of course, do you know? But I don't understand why it's like that. I feel like it should sort of be another way around. But we'll have to have a look, we'll have to have a see. Okay, sending everyone much love, bye.